What if I told you that some of the most common frozen foods, the ones sitting quietly in your freezer right now, might be silently damaging your heart, raising your blood pressure, and even speeding up aging? And yet, within that same freezer, you could also find powerful, healing foods that protect your arteries, lower inflammation, and support your energy, muscles, and memory. Hi there, and welcome back to The Golden Path, where we bring you science-backed tips to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent after 60. Today, we're going to uncover 4 frozen foods you should avoid at all costs, and 4 that can help you thrive well into your 70s and 80s. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to toss and what to stock up on to protect your heart, mind, and longevity. Let's start with one of the worst offenders. They look innocent enough, maybe even healthy. Fish is supposed to be good for the heart, right? But here's the truth. Once it's breaded, fried, frozen, and packaged, that fish turns into a hidden health bomb. Most frozen fish fillets are made from low-quality whitefish like basa or pollock, soaked in phosphates to keep texture, loaded with sodium, and coated in refined flours and hydrogenated oils. This breading isn't just empty calories. It's been linked to increased risk of arterial stiffness, heart arrhythmias, and even stroke. And if you've ever felt bloated, foggy, or unusually tired after a light frozen fish dinner, it wasn't your imagination. Advanced glycation end products from industrial processing can accelerate vascular aging, weaken cell communication, and disrupt blood sugar control, especially dangerous for older adults. Studies show that seniors who regularly eat these frozen fish products have a 23% higher risk of cardiovascular events and are twice as likely to experience atrial fibrillation. And here's the kicker. These fillets can contain over 500 milligrams of sodium in just one serving. That's nearly a third of your recommended limit in a single meal. For aging kidneys and blood vessels, that sodium overload causes swelling, water retention, and rising blood pressure. So what's a better choice? Swap them for fresh or frozen wild-caught unbreaded fish, like salmon or cod. Bake it with olive oil, lemon, and garlic for a heart-friendly dinner that actually supports circulation. In the next section, we'll look at frozen food number 2 to avoid, one that millions of seniors eat weekly without realizing it may be silently weakening their hearts. Let's talk about frozen pizza. It's quick, affordable, and comforting. And for millions of seniors, it's a go-to dinner option. But beneath the crispy crust and melty cheese lies a minefield for your cardiovascular system. Let's break it down. First, the sodium. One single serving frozen pizza can contain over 1,200 milligrams of sodium, sometimes even more. That's nearly your entire daily limit in one meal. And if you're over 60, your body can't flush out excess salt as effectively as it used to. It lingers in the blood, raising volume and pressure, putting strain on your heart and kidneys. High sodium intake in seniors has been directly linked to left ventricular hypertrophy, a dangerous thickening of the heart wall that increases the risk of heart failure. Second, the crust. Most frozen pizzas use refined, bleached flour, stripped of fiber and nutrients. These fast-burning carbs spike your blood sugar, then crash it, creating glycemic instability that's been tied to arterial plaque buildup and even silent heart attacks. Third, the cheese. It may look like cheese, but it's not. Most frozen pizzas use imitation cheese, filled with sodium phosphate, emulsifiers, and hydrogenated vegetable oils. These ingredients interfere with your body's calcium balance, pulling calcium from your bones and depositing it in your arteries. In fact, high phosphate levels have been shown to quadruple the risk of arterial calcification in older adults and increase heart-related death by 38%. And then there are the meat toppings: sausage, pepperoni, bacon, often packed with nitrates, preservatives, and saturated fats. These cause oxidative stress in your brain and heart, leading to inflammation, higher cholesterol, and even cognitive decline. So if you've ever felt heavy, bloated, dizzy, or foggy after a frozen pizza, now you know why. This isn't just junk food. For seniors, it can be a silent cardiac hazard. Instead, make a mini homemade pizza. Use whole grain pita, fresh tomato paste, real mozzarella, and toppings like spinach, mushrooms, or olives. It's just as fast, 10 times healthier, and helps improve circulation instead of blocking it. Coming up next, frozen food number 3 to avoid. A sugary health food that disguises itself as a smoothie, but may be sabotaging your arteries. At first glance, they seem innocent, even healthy. Bright-colored bags labeled immune-boosting or antioxidant-rich, filled with frozen fruit, ready to be blended into a quick smoothie. But for seniors over 60, these frozen smoothie packs may be doing more harm than good. Here's why. Most of these packs contain high glycemic fruits like bananas, mangoes, and pineapples in concentrated amounts. These spike your blood sugar fast, even if no sugar is technically added. In older adults, especially those with slower glucose metabolism or undiagnosed insulin resistance, this leads to severe blood sugar fluctuations, a crash in energy and mental clarity, and most importantly, long-term vascular damage. A 2020 study published in Diabetes and Vascular Disease Research found that even in non-diabetic seniors, high post-meal blood sugar was linked to a 48% increased risk of cardiovascular events. Now think about having one of those smoothies every morning. And there's another hidden issue. Many frozen fruits lose antioxidants over time, especially vitamin C and polyphenols, as they sit in the freezer for months. So while the sugar stays active, the nutrients that are supposed to protect your arteries are largely gone. No antioxidants equals more oxidative stress on your blood vessels. To make things worse, many seniors blend these packs with sweetened almond milk or fruit juice, unknowingly turning their healthy breakfast into a sugar bomb. The result? A 20-minute high, followed by exhaustion, dizziness, brain fog, and a slow, quiet assault on your circulatory system. But here's a better choice. Make your own heart-friendly smoothie. Use low-glycemic frozen berries, like blueberries or blackberries. Add a tablespoon of flaxseed for fiber. Throw in a handful of spinach, and use unsweetened almond milk or plain water. Optional, a scoop of unsweetened protein powder. This combo helps regulate blood sugar, supports endothelial function, and provides real anti-inflammatory protection. Up next, the #1 worst frozen food seniors should avoid at all costs. It's found in almost every freezer aisle and is linked to stroke, heart failure, and even sudden cardiac events. Stay with us. It's more common than you think. They're quick. They're cheap. They seem harmless. But frozen microwavable breakfast sandwiches are quietly becoming one of the most dangerous morning meals for people over 60. Here's what's hiding inside this convenience food. One sandwich often contains 800 to 1,300 milligrams of sodium before 9 a.m. That's over half your daily limit in a single meal. And as we age, our kidneys can't filter sodium as effectively, which means more fluid is retained in the blood. Blood pressure rises. The heart is forced to work harder. A 2022 analysis in the Journal of Hypertension found that seniors who consumed excess sodium daily were 71% more likely to develop left-sided heart failure. But the salt is just the start. These sandwiches are loaded with processed meats like sausage and bacon, full of nitrates and nitrites, which convert into nitrosamines, chemicals that damage blood vessels and increase plaque buildup. Fake egg products, often made from liquid egg mixtures with emulsifiers, additives, and powdered components. Once heated and frozen repeatedly, they form advanced glycation end products, AGEs, known to trigger inflammation and immune stress in older adults. What about the muffin or biscuit? Usually made from refined white flour and industrial seed oils, it spikes blood sugar, provides no fiber, triggers morning crashes, dizziness, and brain fog. If you've ever felt tired or unwell after one of these sandwiches, it's not just aging, it's your body reacting to a metabolic attack. Here's the truth. Frozen breakfast sandwiches are not breakfast. They're highly processed packages of salt, sugar, fats, and chemicals, disguised as easy meals. Eating them regularly may be weakening your arteries, increasing your risk of stroke, causing your blood pressure to rise, even if you feel fine. And most importantly, they give your body no real nutrients to support heart health. Want a better way to start your day? Try oatmeal with ground flaxseed and frozen berries, a spinach omelet made with real eggs, or Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of walnuts and cinnamon. These meals stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and energize you for the day without damaging your heart. But enough about what not to eat. Let's flip the script, because the freezer can be your friend if you know what to look for. Coming up next, the 4 frozen foods seniors should eat every day to protect their heart, arteries, and brain. Not all frozen foods are harmful. In fact, some are nutrient-dense powerhouses that protect your heart, brain, and blood vessels, especially after age 60. Let's start with number 4 on our healing list. Number 4, frozen spinach. It might not be glamorous, but frozen spinach is a silent warrior for your cardiovascular system. It's packed with natural nitrates, which your body uses to produce nitric oxide, a molecule that helps relax blood vessels, improve circulation, lower blood pressure. One clinical study found that seniors who ate just 1 serving of spinach daily lowered their systolic blood pressure by 11 points in 1 week, without medication. Frozen spinach is already blanched, easy to add to soups, stews, omelets, always available, no wilting, no waste, and it helps fight the very things that age your arteries. Number 3, frozen edamame, shelled soybeans. This green soybean might not be in every senior's freezer, but it should be. Why? Because edamame delivers complete plant-based protein, heart protective compounds, and powerful antioxidants. Its key ingredient, isoflavones, plant nutrients that mimic estrogen, helping reduce arterial stiffness, lower blood pressure, improve circulation, especially helpful for postmenopausal women who often experience a drop in natural estrogen. But edamame doesn't stop there. It contains arginine, boosts nitric oxide like spinach, has vitamin K2, moves calcium from arteries back into bones, high in fiber, low in sodium, and cholesterol-free. Simply steam a handful for 5 minutes, drizzle with olive oil and sea salt, and enjoy it as a snack or salad booster. It's an easy, tasty way to protect your heart and muscles while keeping digestion smooth and inflammation low. Now we're getting close to the top 2 frozen foods for seniors. These next ones don't just protect, they rebuild. Up next, the frozen food that actively repairs damaged arteries, improves cholesterol, and helps with brain clarity. Let's continue with the number 2 best frozen food seniors should eat every day. Number 2, frozen mixed berries, especially blueberries and blackberries. Frozen berries aren't just sweet and colorful. They're one of the most powerful natural heart medicines in your freezer. Their secret weapon? Anthocyanins, dark plant pigments that fight inflammation in blood vessels, reduce LDL cholesterol, improve endothelial function. The ability of arteries to expand and contract properly. In seniors, this is critical because poor endothelial function is one of the earliest silent signs of heart disease. One study found that daily consumption of frozen berries lowered arterial stiffness by over 9%, reduced oxidative stress and blood pressure, enhanced blood flow and brain clarity. Unlike high-sugar fruits like pineapple or mango, berries have a low glycemic index and high fiber, helping to regulate blood sugar, feed gut microbes, lower systemic inflammation, a key driver of stroke risk. And guess what? Frozen berries retain nearly all their nutrients, sometimes more than fresh ones that sat on store shelves for days. So toss a handful into your oatmeal, yogurt, smoothie, or enjoy them plain. They're one of the simplest, most effective ways to protect your heart. And now, the #1 best frozen food for seniors over 60. #1, oven-baked or air-fried frozen unbreaded chicken wings. Yes, chicken wings, as long as they're unbreaded, not deep-fried, and properly prepared, can be a heart-boosting superfood. Here's why. They're loaded with complete amino acids, which support muscle strength, help repair heart tissue, maintain vascular flexibility. This is especially important after age 60, when muscle loss or sarcopenia can progress by 8% each decade. Wings also contain type 1 and 3 collagen, strengthens artery walls and joints, zinc, selenium, and vitamin B6, vital for nerve function and metabolism. No sugars, no wheat, and no seed oils when prepared correctly. A 2022 study found that older adults who consumed more poultry protein had a 41% reduced risk of heart attacks and strokes over 5 years. Just season plain frozen wings with garlic, rosemary, turmeric, and bake or air fry them until crispy. You'll get satisfying, clean-burning protein without the blood sugar spike. Wings are only junk food when they're battered, deep-fried, or covered in additives. But prepared right, they're a daily defense against weakness, high blood pressure, and poor circulation. You're not just eating, you're fueling longevity. So now you know the truth. Your freezer isn't the enemy, but the wrong frozen foods could quietly harm your heart without you even realizing it. Every bite counts, especially after 60. Some frozen foods, like breaded fish, frozen pizzas, sugary smoothie packs, and microwave breakfast sandwiches, can slowly raise blood pressure, harden arteries, drain your energy, and increase your risk of heart attack or stroke. But others, like frozen spinach, edamame, berries, and air-fried chicken wings, can help you regain muscle strength, lower inflammation, support healthy circulation, protect your heart, brain, and joints. So what can you do? Start small. Go to your freezer today. Take a look and remove anything processed, breaded, or overloaded with salt and sugar. Replace it with something healing, something that supports the body you're living in. Even one simple change, like swapping sugary fruit packs for frozen berries, can shift your energy, your clarity, and your heart health in just a week. Let food be your medicine, because after 60, every meal is a message to your body. A message that says, yes, I want to stay strong. Yes, I want to live longer. Yes, I still care about my health. This video wasn't just about frozen foods. It's about taking back control of your health and future. You have that power, and we're here to support you every step of the way. So here's what to do now. Leave a comment. Which frozen food will you stop eating today? And which healing one will you try? Click like if this video helped you rethink your freezer. Subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss another powerful health tip from the Golden Path. And tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? We love hearing from our viewers across the globe. Remember, your next meal can heal you or harm you. The choice is yours. Make it count. We'll see you in the next video. Stay strong, stay golden, and